What's up, Bruce? How you doing? It's like, nah, I'm on my Cali stuff today, on my Cali swag, you know what I'm saying? Got the shorts with the flip flops, you know what I'm saying? You know how I do. I was like, let me start. But what's up, y'all? It's your boy Mambo with the Big Dog Command Room. I'm here with the Week 1 reflections for the 1983 season. The Washington Redskins versus the Dallas Cowboys. And before we do anything, man, glory to God, and like, comment, and subscribe, to the channel. Trying to get to 50 subscribers, help me get there. I'm at 37. I'm looking for 38 and 39 and 40, 50, all that, you know what I'm saying? But before we get into that, I just want to say I messed up. I messed up. I did what the Commanders did, and looked at the little crest. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, I didn't look at the crest, but I got confused with the dates, like of when we won the Super Bowl. All I did was Google when did Washington win their first Super Bowl, and the 1983 came up, but it was actually the 1982 season. And so, like, the same with the Commanders when they made the little Boy Scout crest. And they had the 93 and 88 and stuff like that, like, you know what I'm saying? And everybody, all the fans was like, it's wrong, it's not the right one. That's what I did. So, please forgive me for that, you know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna do this reflection, and this is how we're gonna do it. Like, basically, I'm just gonna, because for the sake of not backtracking and doing this all over again, we're gonna go through the 83 season, because we still went to the Super Bowl. Going through the 83 season, and then by that time it's probably gonna be draft, free agency, all that stuff. And then once all that stuff dies down, we're gonna go into the 82 season. Little out of order, but hey, you know what I'm saying? We're here. So yeah, man. Before I get into the reflections, before I get to the reflection, we got a lot of news to talk about, man. A lot of stuff that happened. Of course, the biggest news is we got Eric Bieniemy as our offensive coordinator. I told y'all how my feelings about it. You know what I'm saying? Originally, back in the day, I wanted him as our head coach. Wasn't really a way for us to do that to happen. And lo and behold, he's become our offensive coordinator. So he still ended up on our staff. Over time, I became apprehensive about that because of, like, his past legal issues and whatnot and all that, which happened years ago. So it's like, get that man some grace. Like, we all mess up, like, you know what I'm saying? And, like, allow him to, redeem himself and just be a person that's changed, you know what I'm saying? Also, like, people give him a hard time. Oh, he never called plays and stuff. That's some bull crap. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's probably one of the most racist things, like, you know what I'm saying, that I've seen in the NFL, like, in a long time. Like, all these other coaches don't call plays and then they became head coaches. So it's just like, they just don't like the guy, probably. Like, he probably a black man that not scared to speak his mind, and they don't like that. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I'm excited about it. I'm not about to be, well, we're going to win 2 playoff games and we're going to go to the NFC East Championship and the NFC Championship, and we're going to be 1 game away from the Super Bowl, and then next year when we get all our picks and stuff, we're going to, like, no. I'm like this with everything, just like even with Scott Turner, like, just with this, you know what I'm saying? We'll see. We will see how this goes. Because we was talking about we was going to win 12 and 5, 11 and 6. And what do we go? 8 and 8. So we will see. We will see. It's like one day at a time, one step at a time. Drive slow, homie. Drive slow. It's still a rockstar hire. I still think it's a really good hire for us. All this hate talking about, oh, he going to this worst situation. How you gonna go to a quarterback you ain't never seen play, Sam Howell, and you go from Patrick Mahomes? Like, shut up. Like, we just talk. People just talking just to talk. Like, blah 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 blah. Like, y'all just talking just to talk. Y'all don't know us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they think they watch one one game and think they know all about the Washington organization, stuff like that. They just, all they can see is Dan Snyder, like, you know what I'm saying, and how bad this organization has been. If it was a different owner, they wouldn't even care. They would have nothing to talk about, bro. But they need ratings, they need views, and I don't care. What was I about to say, man? Like, I'm excited though, cause it's like, you know, we already have a disciplinarian and head coach in Ron Rivera. So I think all of our team is like kind of used to being yelled at and like, you know, in a you know, very focused way. You know what I'm saying? Watching John Com and just like he was talking about how the offense may need that kind of kick in the butt. You know what I'm saying? As far as like an offensive coordinator that's going to hold them accountable and yell at them and stuff like that. Which I agree with, because sometimes there wouldn't be no sense of urgency like on that side of the ball. Sometimes not no sense of urgency on the defense side of the ball, but we just have to do better as a team. You know what I'm saying? All together. But I feel like because they've already had that mold of Ron Rivera, that they'll be able to handle Eric Bieniemy, you know, pretty well. A lot of our players come from like very like, you know, strong programs, so they probably used to getting yelled at. The only player that I'm kind of concerned about is Antonio Gibson, and I may be completely wrong about him because I feel like he's a dog. I may be completely wrong about him. I just feel like, you know, he may not take, you know, that coaching very well just because it's his laid back personality. But I'm like, you know, I'm not trying to criticize him or point him out or whatever. It's just that's just my opinion. We may be completely wrong. But I'm still going to be excited how he uses Antonio Gibson. If he uses like Isaiah Pacheco and Scott Moore and all those dudes, Jared McKinney, like I'm excited how he's going to use our backs. If he using them like, you know, in the right way. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we'll see. Still waiting to see the assistants that's going to be coming in. Like, you know, he's bringing in. Hopefully we keep majority of our staff on offense. I like Randy Jordan and Jennifer King. I don't know if Drew Terrell left. I don't think he did. Juan Castillo. I think the tight ends regressed. Like, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see. Maybe it's just they was injured and stuff like that. None of them really stayed healthy the whole year. So we'll see. Offensive line, John Masco, like, you know, he worked with what he got, so we'll see, man. I'm excited about free agency. It's around the corner, a couple weeks away. And that's pretty much it, man. Deron Payne, saying that he might get franchise tag, you know, and it's gonna be like 18 mil. We might as well pay that man. Like, I can get us. I say get him to sign a franchise tag, and then just go ahead and pay it in that money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Put the franchise tag on him so he won't just straight up leave. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, you know, just go pay him the money in the summer and stuff like that, so we can just, like, you know, go on about our business. Pay that man. Like, and then our defensive line will be so solid. Like, you know what I'm saying? And just put some solid linebackers behind them. Get us a corner. And it's a wrap. Our defense is locked down for real. We just one couple players away from that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we could have done that last year for real. But yeah, that's pretty much that. Yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Let's get into this thing. So, like I said, I messed up. We in the 1983 season, where it's really the 82 season that was the championship season. Going into it, we started off, we punched them in the mouth. I think we, like, you know, kind of like, I forgot who I heard was talking about it. He was talking about the Eagles. I think it was my pops, like, you know, he was talking about how the Eagles kind of came out, guns a-blazing. That's how we kind of came out. We came out strong. We ran the ball very well. Our defense was really attacking. You know what I'm saying? We kind of, like, ran out of gas in the second half, like, you know what I'm saying? I think Tom Landry, like, you know, was really, really hard-nosed guy. Like, probably like, bro, I'm not having this. Like, we champions too, you know what I'm saying? Talked to them in the halftime. And they came back out and punched us in the mouth and stuff like that. But we was just having our way in the first half. I think from what they said, he threw Theismann threw to like 8 different receivers, like Doc Walker, Charlie Brown, Garnett. I didn't know that Alvin Garnett was part of the Smurfs, so I guess Alvin Garnett, Art Monk, and Charlie Brown. So we had the Smurfs, the posse. Yeah, we had some dudes, like, you know what I'm saying? Doc Walker, all them. We was running the ball very well, and like, you know, it was really conducive. Like, you know, we getting sacks, getting in the backfield, and then the roles kind of flipped, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like in the second half, the Cowboys was running the ball very well, you know, with Tony Dorsett, or Tony Allen, is Tony Dorsett? I don't know. Yeah, he I love how his pad level. It's just so old school. I love how his pad level was just low, and he just get out, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? He had a 77-yard run on his longest run of the season. So it's the first game of the year, and he had his longest run already. Like, leave it to us to do that. You know what I'm saying? And then their defense. When we tried to run the ball, it just stayed. That's what really, I think, slowed us down. Them getting into the backfield, like, you know, consistently, like, you know, when we were trying to run, penetrate our backfield, they was messing us up, and we couldn't get anything going after that, man. That was kind of tough, and it's kind of tough, and it's just like you know, what can you do? You know what I'm saying? Especially back then, it's like, you know, we probably were trying to do play action and stuff like that and stuff. It just wasn't really working. John Riggins fumbled one time. He recovered the ball, but we wasn't getting nothing done. And then once they finally started coming back, because it's like you stall our offense and stuff like that. Our defense tired, keep coming back on the field. There's only so much you can do, and they came back and ran it back up on us, scoring like 21 points. Like before, like, you know, ultimately scoring 31. Like, you know, it's a tough thing to kind of deal with. You know what I'm saying? Somebody dropped 21 points on you in one half. It's kind of devastating. You know what I'm saying? So, we once they came up like 24-23, that's when we were trying to play from behind, and Theismann, like, you know, Joe Theismann got into a little Heineke mode, like, you know, I gotta catch up, I gotta, you know, like, you know, get us the momentum back. You know what I'm saying? And overthrew a receiver. I don't know. I'm looking at the thing. I wish I could see other replays of it, but it's just like, you know, that's old school, and they don't have to make camera angles. And like, I don't know where he was throwing to, but he threw right to the dude, and it's returned for a touchdown. And so now they didn't even have to score no more. The Cowboys didn't have to score anymore. And it was 31-24, and then we ultimately at the end of the game, like, I don't know how many seconds left, ended up scoring 30 points and wasn't able to score another point following that, you know, to tie it up. So unfortunately, it was 31-23, and then we scored a touchdown, and we didn't, you know, we didn't score like a 2-pointer or anything, or like a field goal to try to tie it up. 2-pointer to try to tie it up. So that's what happened. Like I said, I hate losing to the Cowgirls, but it is what it is. Lessons learned. Keep your foot on their neck. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what's going on. And like, you know, keep the momentum and stuff like that, you know. And then probably adapt, like, you know, I mean, like, if the run game is not working, try something else. I don't see the whole game, so I don't know what plays were called to try to remedy that, you know what I'm saying? But it's just unfortunate that our run game couldn't get going, and we got shut down like that, you know, and they just came back like 23 to 3 and they come back and beat us 31. That's crazy. Like, that's really debilitating. But luckily, for what I know, we didn't, we didn't take that as like the end all be all and just like, take that like, and it ruined our whole season or throw us off. So that's pretty much it, man. You know how we do with these reflections, man. You know what we do with these reflections. You give me 1 second and I'll be back with what I need. You know what I'm saying? You know what we do with these reflections, man. We get the trash can, you know what I'm saying? We think about it, we reflect, we talk about what's going on. Even the stuff that happened earlier with Airbnb and the junk talking about like why would he go there, why would he do this, blah blah blah. Even with the Ron Payne where he signed, he gonna not. With these cowgirls thinking that they better than us, but they not. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. So we take the time, we reflect, we laugh, we cry, and then we ball it up, and then we what? Throw it away. Win, lose, or draw, boom. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it, man. It's your boy Mambo, the Big Dog Command Room. Please help me get 250 subscribers. I'm at 37, man. I need y'all help. Y'all looked at, I had 50 views. Like, I'm not even trying to view count or whatever, but last time I checked, I had 50 views. How is it 50 people that watching my thing and I don't have 50 subscribers? Like, y'all help me out, man. I'm at 37. I need 38. I need 39. I need 40. And then 10 more. And we there. But, that's what it is. Like I said, man, we're going to continue with this 1983 season. I'm sorry for all those old, Redskin fans of yore and in the glory days. I'm sorry that I messed up and got the wrong year. I was looking at I'm gonna blame it on the Boy Scout badge that we got. It's like, nah, it was on me, but I still blame it on the Boy Scout badge. But I'm sorry for all those fans out there that's like disappointed by that. We still gonna roll with this season, and we're gonna go back to the A2 season. So if y'all comment and be all upset, I'm gonna ignore you, or I'm just gonna be like, hey, boom. So it is what it is. That's pretty much it, man. It's the week one reflection. This is going to be fun. We're gonna have a fun off season. Hopefully it's a very good off season. It's starting off good, from a like optic standpoint of like, getting this hiring of Airbnb. So we just hopefully continue doing that, But that's pretty much it, man. It's your boy Mambo. And peace, love, and hair grease.